everyone, I'm Yastika. Welcome back to Busy Minds and Busy Hands. I hope you all are doing very well and having a great summer so far. Today we're going to be talking about how to make a peacock out of modeling clay. So I'm pretty interested and I really love animal figurines. I have tons of them. This is a little bear I have. Then I have these two little butterflies and an elephant. So I think this is a really fun way to personalize your room. Animal figurines brings a lot of joy, and if you make one, it's even better. So the materials you're going to need for today are some green clay, some blue clay, a little bit of white clay, a little bit of black clay, some yellow. I didn't have yellow, so I mixed some orange and white together, but whatever you have is fine. And some purple clay. Again, I didn't have purple, so I mixed red, blue, and white together, and it's just whatever you have, you need to make the best use of it. So, a model of what we're going to be making today is this one that I've done before, but I think we can add some little embellishments to make it look even better, which is why I brought the purple and the yellow/orange. One more thing you're going to need is something sharp. So I brought my needle that I use for knitting. It's just so that you can make some little indentations in your work. All right, so let's start. The first thing we're gonna do is take our blue clay, and I'm just going to take about 3/4 of this so that I have about this much left. And I need to mold it to make this body shape of the peacock. So as you can see, it's a bit of a Hershey kiss shape, and that's what we're going to aim to do. But if you look at the back, the way the peacock is standing is it has a little bit of a tail there, and that's where it rests on. So to do this, we're just going to need to roll it a little bit into shape. I'm going to just elongate this top part just to try to get it into that neck shape, because this is going to be the neck, the body, and the head, and the tail. And if you need more, just always take more, and you can make a smaller peacock if you don't have as much clay. Again, the goal is to be as creative as possible and do what's best for you. And if you don't like something about the way I'm doing it, you can do whatever you want. This is a completely creative process, and you have to be happy with your outcome. So I'm just going to continue to shape the body of the peacock, just smoothing the body so that it looks very smooth and almost like feathers, you know? Alright, so I basically made the shape so far. I'm just going to use my fingers to just smooth out the body. And this will give it a more clean look so that it actually will texturize the body to make it look like it has feathers. And this is done by just stroking the clay up and down. Okay, so the body of the peacock is done. Kind of looks like a swan right now. One of the main things that you should focus on doing is making the bottom of the body pretty dense, because you want the figurine to be able to stand up by itself. So try to have that base pretty dense with clay. And I'm just going to press it down just so that it's all nice and firm and intact. Okay, so the next step is we're going to use our green clay to make the fan of feathers. So we're just going to take, not too much, about half this much. I might need to add more later, but just to start off. And I'm just going to use my palms and press it together to make a fan shape, and just press it outward until you get a fan shape. And you should try to make it as long as you can, or as long as you want, because it has to be able to stand above the peacock's head. Or if you want it just like this, that's enough. But I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so that the full effect of the feathers is shown. Okay, so I've just finished the green portion. Sort of looks like a pizza, and I've got it as high as I want it. So the next step is to just attach it to the back of the body, just like that. And you just can press into it just so that you can mold the two clays together. This is very important, this step, the molding in, because otherwise the feathers tend to flop backwards and no one wants a droopy peacock. So just focus on this step. And now we're going to get to the fun part. All right, so I've just attached it to the peacock. This is the front view. And you don't want to attach the top too much because you want that 3D effect of the head sticking out. So just at the top, do not mold it together completely. And now we're going to work on the face of the peacock. And the first thing is to take a small piece of the white clay, and I'm just going to roll it into a ball and flatten it. So here is my tiny white piece. I just flattened it, and I'm just going to stretch one end of it, elongate it so that it's in the shape of a leaf, and it will look like that. And this part is going to be the eye, or at least the outside of the eye. And I'm just going to attach it to the inner side of the face of the peacock. Now it seems it's a bit too big, so I'm just going to adjust, take a little bit off, and try again. I've just stuck on the white portion, and I've just cocked the head to the side a little bit so that when your figurine stands, you can see the eye. And now I'm going to take the black clay, very tiny portion again, roll it into a ball, and just stick it in the center of the white part. It has just been attached. And the next thing is another tiny section of white clay, about this much. We're going to roll it so that it becomes a little carrot shape. And the thicker side, just going to push down so that it becomes flat, like this. And now I'm going to stick it to the end of the peacock for the beak. So the beak is attached. And now we're going to decorate the feathers. So to begin, I'm going to take my needle and I'm just going to make straight incisions on the entire green part. And this will just show where each feather begins. Just straight lines up and down. About maybe a millimeter apart. Just like this, all the way across. All the lines have been made. And now I'm just going to roll a lot of small blue circles. Just take small amounts of clay, roll them into a ball, and press them down flat. So you can make a ton of those. I'm going to use about 2 per every other line. So I'm just going to roll them and keep them on the side, and then we're going to stick them on. I've just gone ahead and stuck on the little blue circles, and I just put about 2 per space between 2 lines, but I wasn't very consistent with that. Sometimes I did 1, maybe you want to do 3. It's just up to you about the design. I think the more it varies in size and in number, I think that just gives the peacock a little more character. So just be creative with it. The next thing we're going to do is take a small piece of blue clay, and I'm just gonna roll the bottom so it becomes a thin line. And I'm gonna have to take off a little bit at the top because we don't want it too long. And at the top, it kind of looks like an ice cream cone. And I'm just going to use my nails and kind of make little circles, but not taking them off. And this is the main feather that goes on the peacock's head. So I'm just going to attach to the top of his head now. This is going to take some work because you have to mold it in there without messing up the other stuff. There we go. I just attached it top of the peacock's head. And now, if you choose to, you can make little feet. I'm going to make very small feet. I'm literally going to just take 2 small pieces of white clay, roll them into balls, and just attach them at the bottom of the peacock. And of course this is optional, but I just molded the little white pieces of clay to look like feet there. And you're probably going to have to adjust the proportion of your blue clay for the body just so that everything is on balance and the green feathers don't droop downwards. And now is the part where you can decide what you want to do. I'm going to use some purple and orange/yellow clay to make some bands around the blue circles that we put on our feathers. This gives it a little bit of color and vibrance. And if you look on a real peacock, you can kind of see that it has a bit of an iridescent vibe to the feathers. And I think the yellow and purple is what really helps with that. So I'm just going to take very small pieces of the purple and the yellow, just roll them into little bands and bend them so that they're in a bit of a semicircle, and then put them around the blue circles. Okay, so I've just put purple bands around all the blue circles and added a couple of orange dots in some of them just to make it a little bit lively. And of course you don't have to do this. Design it however you want, whatever makes you happy. And the last thing I'm going to do is take my needle again And just on the front of the body, just make a couple of lines going upward to show some texture. Peacocks generally have very ruffly feathers up there, I guess you could call them. And it always makes your art look better if you have a little bit of texture. You just add it a little bit right there. And yeah, that's it. That is how to make a peacock out of modeling clay. I hope you try this project. It was a lot of fun for me both times. And it's just something that's really super calming. So I hope you join me next time on Busy Minds and Busy Hands. I'll see you next time. Bye!